Questions for Jahmin, please. Just raise your digital hand. Start things off with Andy.
And Josh was just talking about, the different kind of energy the coaches are in this defensive backfield. What has it been like this year working with the secondary? What have you seen in terms of growth from last year?
The leadership has been completely different. Older guys are taking accountability. A lot of guys are just open, not afraid to make mistakes. So that's one big change from last year. A lot of guys are tense, nervous. Guys are just playing football now. Coaches are brought the jungle mentality to the room, and that's what it's been this whole start of the season. So
we'll go to Dan.
I mean, you look at the Virginia Tech offense, and they're averaging 300-odd yards a game. How do you defend against that where you have to be careful not to jump up too far, which is kind of what happened with this past week with the offense, with the defense setting their safeties up. I can't even remember Pittsburgh's defense setting the safeties up. How concerning is it against a rushing team not to play up too far, but at the same time not to play too far back that the run game gets away from you?
First thing I say about VTech's run game is they've been having a great year so far. But for us, the biggest thing would be tackling, coming up, taking the grass. I wouldn't much say it's about how far we play our safeties back. It's all about swarming to the ball and tackling the running backs. We're gonna play at the normal depth, so it's all about coming up, wrapping up, and swarming to the ball.
We'll go to Rich.
How do you do all that under the threat of a play action pass? I mean, you probably have half a second to read that and make the adjustments.
Got to keep your eyes clean. That's one big thing we've been harping on since the beginning of the week. Coming into practice today, keeping your eyes clean. You can't have eye violators. If you got the tight end, keep your eyes on the tight end. If you have the slot, keep your eyes on the slot. So play action shouldn't be too bad for us this week if we keep our eyes clean and run to the ball.
We'll go to Julian.
So, explain eye violators. I just thought that's a cool phrase. You know what I mean? Who came up with it? Where'd you hear it? And how much do you guys kind of keep that in the back of your mind when you're on the field?
Eye violators say if you have someone man, don't take your eyes off that man. It came up. So we have going in the safety room right now. We have on the board. We have MAs and we have eye violators. So you don't want to be an MA guy and you don't want to be an eye violator guy. So you got to keep your eyes clean no matter what. If you have that man, do not take your eyes off that man. You do not want to be an eye violator. You do not want to come in Sunday to be known as an eye violator. It's not a good look.
Has it happened to you?
It's definitely happened to me. It's definitely happened to me, and I've got to work on fixing that mistake.
All right. Oh, we got one more question. We'll go to Rich.
Yeah, just Coach mentioned their tight end during his press conference. What do you know about that guy? And we're going up against Hunter Long in practice. Does that help you cover any tight end in the game?
Oh man, going up against Hunter Long all fall, it's made me a better player. It's made me 10 times better. Going up against 82 from VTech, he's a complete tight end. He can block, he can catch. He's physical in the run game. So I got a lot on my hands, but I'm ready to take on the task, and it's gonna be a good game Saturday night with me and 82. He's a hell of a player. I'm ready to get after it.
We're gonna take one final one with Andy before we go.
You mentioned the importance of tackling, especially the running backs. I know number 25, Khalil Herbert, played for Kansas last year. You guys faced him. He did a number on the defense last year. Is there something you can do in terms of taking approach this year, in terms of wrapping up, or what do you need to do to limit his production this time around?
You just gotta let it fly. If his hips are high, you gotta let it fly. You can't stop your feet. You gotta take the grass. So we had a few problems with stopping our feet in previous games, but we just gotta run through the tackle, bring your hips, and can't stop your feet. You gotta be relentless to the ball. Can't think about him making you miss. So you just gotta run. Just just let it fly. Just take the grass. That's what we call it. We take the grass. If you take the grass, you're gonna be okay.
Great. That's going to wrap things up for today. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.